Yes guys, this isn't the proper intro, but if you haven't yet submitted your answers to the questions on GBFC Selects for a chance to win £1,000 for free tonight over on the web app for Chelsea versus Liverpool, make sure you go down into the description, click on the link, go and sign yourself up, or if you're already signed up, make sure you submit the questions before kickoff. 18 plus, terms and conditions apply, please gamble responsibly, and let's get into the video. Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the Benson football channel for another massive Chelsea preview. It is Liverpool away today at Anfield in the Premier League. Some say that this game, whoever wins it, will be the team that finishes in the top four, and as a result, the other one will end up missing out on the top four. So, if you're excited for this game tonight, be sure to hit the like button on today's video, subscribe to GBFC if you're new around here and haven't already done so, and we're going to talk a little bit about a Liverpool side who, for the past 2 seasons until this year, they were an absolutely tantalizingly brilliant side to watch. You know, the press was just electric. Everything they did just seemed to work. A Champions League win, Premier League title win for the first time, and then this season, it's kind of all gone very badly wrong in the Premier League for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. Some people could even argue that it's one of the worst title defences since, well, Chelsea. Yeah, you know, we're pretty good with that one, to be honest. We've had that accolade for a while. It's not one that we wanted, but Liverpool's title defence has been nothing shy of abysmal this season, yet they are starting to look as though they're coming into a little bit of form again. At Anfield, they have been in very poor form. They've lost a lot of matches, they've dropped a lot of points. So, you know, welcome to the gaff, welcome to the town. Charity FC, Chelsea Football Club. Southampton, 1 point in their last 27, you guessed it, against Chelsea. Liverpool need a win desperately at Anfield, so Chelsea rock up and come to town. I'm not going to try and entertain that for too long. It's just, I wouldn't be so surprised if Liverpool do turn up tonight and put on a show when Chelsea are on the block. However, Chelsea is still unbeaten under Thomas Tuchel, and it's a tough one at the moment, and I want to talk about this in a video very soon, where to figure out whether we're actually making serious progress or not, this game could tell us a hell of a lot about what Thomas Tuchel is doing with this Chelsea side. You go to Anfield and get a win, regardless of how it's done and how well the football is that we play on the field, it's a massive, massive scalp, and at the same time it puts Chelsea in firm control of being ahead of Liverpool in this race for the top 4. You've got West Ham who are doing very well. Man United dropped points last night against Palace. Leicester dropped points against Burnley, and if it wasn't for Kasper Schmeichel, they probably should have lost the game. So teams around us are dropping points. We cannot afford to lose this one above anything else, which is kind of why I feel as though tonight could be another one of those super tentative games where Chelsea might be a little bit reluctant to go for it, but with Liverpool's makeshift defence, they're nowhere near as good as they were last season, and even at the beginning of this season, I feel as though they might be there for the taking tonight. So, without any further ado, it is time to build my starting 11. And I've made a few changes based off of my player ratings. If you saw the player ratings video after the game against United, in the traffic light system that we use there, I said Ben Chilwell to start with a green. Maybe I've changed my mind, but we will start with the goalkeeper, and it is of course Mr. Edouard Mendy. Some Chelsea news that has gone under the radar here on GBFC, because I've not spoken about it, is that Chelsea are supposedly interested in signing Donnarumma on a free transfer. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that, but it is very, very important for both Mendy and Kepa that when they get their opportunities, they really do shine. And I've been quite happy with Mendy over recent weeks. I thought he had a quietly good game against Manchester United, which is great, and he did everything we needed him to do. So Mendy starts in goal. I think, again, it's like there was a bit of confusion in the earlier days under Tuchel when Kepa was coming in Premier League games, and we're like, yeah, what's going on here? And then he did very well, but I think we're going to keep with the continuity. Mendy starts in goal again, and we move into a centre-back 3 from right to left with Azpilicueta, Christensen and Rudiger. Thiago Silva was back in training yesterday, back posting on Instagram. I love it when he does these posts where he just looks and seems very happy to be a Chelsea player. Makes me feel good. But he's not going to be ready for this one. I don't think he's going to start. I think considering he's 36 years old, Thomas Tuchel will be very aware not to rush him back from injury. So Christensen's been in fantastic form. He had a brilliant week last week with 2 clean sheets against both Atletico and Man United. Rudiger's looking very good as well. And Azpilicueta has been putting in some great captain's performances over recent weeks. We move into the wing-back positions, and this is two positions where it could be a multitude of different options. You know, we could have Chilwell and James, we can have Hudson-Odoi and Chilwell, Hudson-Odoi and Alonso, Hudson-Odoi and... Wait, I've already got myself confused here. But I've gone with Reece James as the right wing-back today, and I've changed my mind. I was going to put Chilwell in, but I think for his attacking ability, and I think Chelsea know that Liverpool might be there for the taking today. So for that reason, I've put Marcus Alonso back into the left wing-back position. I think that him going forward against the big teams is always very dangerous. Chilwell came in against United, didn't really... Well, he created probably Chelsea's best chance, but other than that, there wasn't that many times where Chilwell was getting in dangerous positions. So for that reason, Alonso comes back in. I've gone with Reece James because it looks as though Diogo Jota is going to be back, or Diogo Jota. I'm not sure exactly how the best way to pronounce his name is, but he's back today for Liverpool. Bloody typical. They get all their players back from injury. Looks as though Alisson Becker's going to be back in goal as well, which is, you know, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because Alisson was making some dreadful mistakes against City a few weeks ago. And apparently he's back fit, ready tonight against Chelsea. So hopefully he turns up with that kind of mood on again tonight, where he wants to gift the Blues some goals. So Reece James got that strength going forward. We know he can put in a wonderful cross of the ball, try and give those Liverpool centre-backs or makeshift centre-backs, whatever it may be, try and give them some issues and hopefully get Chelsea into good advanced positions. We move into a central midfield too, and I've gone with the same lineup that we had against Manchester United. I've gone with both Kante and Mateo Kovacic. I thought it looked very good in that game against United. I think we managed to maintain the shape. We managed to maintain the structure that's been oh so important when Jorginho's been in the side in the early Tuchel days. But when you see, you know, the last 5 minutes of the game where everyone's looking a bit tired, even though, like, I don't really know what they could have been tired from. We didn't really go for anything. But Kante with the last-ditch tackles, I think the way that Liverpool play, I think Kante's game is far better suited to be starting this one over Jorginho. I think Kovacic has shown in recent games that he is one of Chelsea's most important players. He is the ball-progressing midfielder in what is a very defence-minded side. And I think it could be very important tonight in the middle of the park that Kovacic keeps winning the balls, advances Chelsea forward up the pitch, and with N'Golo Kante in there as well, looking like he's in very good form again. I think Chelsea would have a lot of the possession in this game, which doesn't really make sense going to Anfield and actually expecting to have a lot of the ball. But the way that we've seen Tuchel's Chelsea play so far is we've been able to retain possession. It's just what we've done with it in the final third that has really let us down. So we move into the final third, and again, I've gone with a lineup that I really want to see. I gave Mason Mount a yellow in the traffic light system from the player ratings because I did feel as though he looked very tired in this game against Manchester United towards the end. I could see maybe Christian Pulisic starting in the attacking midfield position, but if Mason Mount is fit and he's ready, then I think he has to start behind the two strikers today. So I've gone with a 3-4-1-2. With Mason Mount playing, it could be Pulisic. I don't think it will be Ziyech. I think he will be dropped after his display against United. And then we go into the two strikers, and it's Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. I keep saying this because it's something I really want to see. We've not seen Havertz come back yet, and I don't know how close he is to actually starting games right now for us, but I really believe the Werner-Havertz partnership could be incredibly fruitful for Chelsea. And I think tonight we're going to need a little bit of height in there. And I think even though Olivier Giroud is very mobile, I think we're going to need somebody slightly more technical and able to make runs. And I think Havertz is far more suited to that kind of style than that of Olivier Giroud. So despite Giroud's goal against Atletico, he drops back down to the bench tonight. Hopefully we've managed to get the bench looking right for this game in the preview. But Timo Werner up top as well. It would be very poetic, very beautiful if Timo Werner turns up tonight with a goal at Anfield, a stadium that some of us thought he might be playing in this season on a regular basis if he would have in fact signed for Liverpool. But let me know what you think in the comments down below of the starting 11 that I've chosen. I think this is an absolutely massive game for Chelsea. You know, I said the game against United was the biggest Premier League game of our season, but now after we look at that performance and we look at the result and the way that both teams played, you really get the feeling that after Liverpool beat Leipzig, they beat Sheffield United away at the weekend, if they can get the momentum by beating Chelsea tonight, then I think they would be, absolutely guaranteed that top 4 spot. So, for that reason, we're currently out of the top 4 still. So not only do we need a result in order to just lift us into that position for now, but I think that the momentum that Liverpool would gain from getting 3 points tonight against us would just be too much. And I think we cannot afford to lose this game, which is why in my head, I think Chelsea will score tonight. As much as part of me is saying it's going to be another 0-0 or maybe a 1-1, I think we're going to score. And I think that Liverpool defence is susceptible to error. So for that reason, I'm going to make a very bold prediction and say that Chelsea are going to win this game 2-1. I really hope that is the case. If you haven't yet signed up for GBFC Select and gotten the answers to the 10 questions for a chance to win £1,000, remember 18 plus only, please gamble responsibly. I'd love to see you guys join. And I'll be doing a little update in a video coming up soon as to who is top of the leaderboard. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Let me know your starting 11s. Gonna wrap this one up here. If you're not yet subscribed to GBFC, as I've already said, make sure you do so. If we can hit 4,000 likes on the preview before kickoff tonight at 8:15 UK time, it's a bloody late one again. Make sure you hit the like button and I will see you on the live stream. Yet again, we're gonna be doing another stream, so make sure you're ready for that one. I'll see you in there about maybe half an hour before kickoff this time. So catch you in the chat. Come on, you Blues.